Hello! This is the Spaceflight Agency, our very first video, brand new channel. Today we will be launching this Polst rocket to the Idyll station. It orbits about 70 kilometers above Earth, and the capsule on top of this rocket will dock with it later during this video. The engines are ready to launch, and that's about it. So T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff. The composition of Polst is very similar to that of Soyuz. It's actually inspired off the craft. There's two boosters on either side, a main stage, and then a second stage to actually get the craft into orbit. On top of it, there is the spacecraft that we actually want to get. Just separating this thing. There is the crew module at the top, then there is the supply module, and finally the service module, which contains the fuel and engines. Of these, only the crew module is meant to actually land. The Idyll station I first launched yesterday as a successor to Industry, my first major station. As of now, it currently has, is it 9 modules? Pretty sure it's 9 modules. And I've docked 2 Polst spacecraft to it as of now. It's not done yet. It's still going to expand further. So there's still more to go. This isn't done in the slightest. I'm just gonna cut off the first stage now. First stage ejection. Then we're going to cut off the fairing, which just reaches 30 kilometers. There is no longer any atmospheric drag. We can cut off this fairing. The rendezvous process is going to take a bit, so sorry if that bores you slightly. Not sure if cutting it out is gonna work too well. Not too experienced video editing. Once again, apologies if this is a bit choppy. This is just my first attempt at making something you might want to watch. And just like that, we have orbit. We are in orbit. There is a lot of debris around Earth. Jesus Christ. Luckily, I've given Idyll a special name so we can get to it. Isn't that just wonderful? Now just wait for the transfer window. We activate our RCS for the first time. You need a very precise burn to actually get close to the spacecraft. There we go. So now we need to wait a bit to actually get docking available. Now we're close to Idyll. You can see it over there at the top of the screen. So we're going to separate the booster. The second stage is no longer useful. Wait until we get slightly closer. Oh my god. No, don't tell me. Great. It's fried. LCS is fried. I have to revert. If it'll even let me do that. So I'm going to have to get a bit more up close and personal before I begin the docking process. Unfortunately. Holy Christ. Be careful with how you manage your burns. Oh Christ, we never. I feel like a right idiot. Okay. You getting something? So yeah, I'm gonna have to dock to the HAB module instead because one of the other modules is already taken up. That's an efficiency for you. Oh. LCS is actually going to work as intended now. We're just about to dock, and bit of a minor issue, and we have. Come on, work. Oh my god. Well, I just figured that out, so. That's going to be a bit of a problem. But we do have another Polst spacecraft, which is taking up the free space. So, we undock that. And then get this one lined up. Come on. Not working too well. Come on. No. Let's see how it's difficult to work with. Please, excuse me. We're almost done. Bit of a tight fit. Oof. Alright. Yes, we have docking! It's now time to deorbit this first one. So turn it against. And begin burn. As you can see, our periapsis is dropping. Right here. Now it's in the atmosphere. Whoa. We can cut that. Break off the surface module. Yeet away the supply module. Then wait to enter. This is actually built as all heat shield, so this is mostly just for what's the word? This is mostly just for show, drama. But I still find it quite nice to work with the craft and try and operate it as realistically as you would on a real rocket. Because this is obviously a game. Alright. That docking port's going to be gone very soon. We won't be needing it though. We don't need any of the docking ports actually. But still, we keep them. There it goes, it's gone. Now I just use the RCS to stay in our line. Let's check our periapsis. Apoapsis, sorry. Yeah, we're definitely being slowed down. The aero braking's working. I dream of doing this one day. I sincerely dream of getting some kind of ability to hop on one of these rockets and blast off into space. It's just so amazing knowing what humanity can do. We sent several probes out. We sent a probe out of the solar system. 5 of them, actually. 5 of them have already left or are on their way to leave the solar system. Voyager 1, Voyager 2, New Horizons, and Pioneers 10 and 11. Those are probably our best feats, and as of now, the best opportunities for aliens to find us. They capture one of our probes, take a look at the gold record. Of course, I was only on the Voyagers, and find out who we were, or are. Depends on if we've blown ourselves up by that point. But alas, I'm on a tangent. And we're definitely heading towards the lower atmosphere now. No longer on orbital trajectory. Heat shield is very hot. Very, very hot. But don't worry, I have tested this and it does slow down enough so that I can deploy the parachutes. Of course, this isn't how Soyuz enters the atmosphere in real life. This is what would actually be the orbital module and does in fact burn up. But Polst is different, I guess. They do their own thing. And it's no longer heating up at all. So that's practically it. The whole mission's just done. Of course, this is only one of the Polst capsules. The one that was already docked to Idyll. Seems we're going to be landing in the Atlantic Ocean. this isn't where actual Russian probes land. Holy crap, I need to deploy parachutes. That was a close call. Of course, this isn't where the Soyuz capsules, or any Russian capsule, actually lands. They've almost all happened in Kazakhstan, or somewhere in Siberia, I presume. It's NASA's capsules that land in water, because they're not exactly designed to be able to survive a land landing. The Dragons are, they've gone through testing, but not the Mercury, Gemini, Apollo, or Orion capsules. They all land in water. So that's about it. We should be splashing down any moment now. You can also really slow yourself down by spinning really fast. Like that. You practically freeze yourself. You drop at about 5 centimeters. Oh my god. Never mind. Don't do that. Stupid idea. Because if you stop for too long, the parachute's cut, and if you're still in the air while doing that, then you better hope you have rocket engines on hand. Because you are going to be dropping very fast. Practically all of landing is just don't go too fast. And there we go, we have landing! There go our parachutes. Cut already, those two. It's ridiculous. They could cut perfectly fine while still in the air, but now that I've landed, they just want to stay up there. Terrible things. Anyway. There's obviously still the second Polst spacecraft. This one. Still in orbit. I didn't have this problem on Indus. There was a problem on Industry where when you undocked, instead of focusing on the capsule, which it's doing here, you instead focused on the station, which made it very difficult to actually undock. Because you had to act quickly, or else it'll just redock again. Doing the orbit burn. Making sure this is in the atmosphere. There we go. Now, yeet away those two. And since I've already done this, and I've already shown you where, I'm just going to put on 3 times speed. Why is it doing that? It didn't do this last time. Yeah, I'm just going to put this on 3 times speed. So just go through this quickly, and I can end the video. Because this is practically all I was here for. Just a minor docking, a demonstration. Oh wait, no, I still need to show Idyll. Because I didn't actually do that. Just demonstrated the Polst spacecraft. Well, that's stupid of me. Just make sure not to crash it down first. I speak knowledge. Does no one listen? I speak knowledge. Does no one listen? Oh, we're going to be landing in the Tibetan Plateau. So this time we aren't landing. We aren't landing in water. We're actually going to be doing it on land. So yeah, these guys have had a nice, hardy, long mission. They've done a lot of science, and now they're coming home. They're going to say hi to their wives and children. Go, maybe have a little parade. But first I actually need to go home. So, go with the capsule. So, what is Idyll doing all the way up there? And what is it? Well, it's comprised of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 8 capsules. It's 8 capsules. This is the core capsule in the center. It's got the most fuel and the most thrusters. It's the main source of propulsion, power. Wait, no, those are solar panels on the side. It's the main source of propulsion and basically a transport system for the crew. Then there's the habitation modules. Right here. They're the largest because they need to hold the crew for long periods of time. Then there's a connector up here. Then there's science modules. These are for the crew to do experiments. And then there are the solar panels. I would have these on trusses, but I also need them to operate RCS. So they're fuel tanks instead. So that's Idyll. And with that explained, that's the end of the video as well. When it comes to mandatory, I bet that every single YouTuber has to put on the end of their video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Comment down below what you think, and have a nice day, I guess. Hope I didn't sound too much like Matt Lown. See ya.